achieving more, telling it just like it is. Most of all, keeping it real. Are you ready for real talk? Changing lives and communities. Real talk. Saving all our families. Real talk. Bringing hope for you and me. Real talk. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to another hour of the Real Talk with Judy live radio show. I am Dr. Judy, your Real Talk host, and I want to thank you so very much for giving me another hour of your time. I am excited about this show. I really am, as always, but I want to thank you so very much for tuning in to this show. It's always a pleasure to come on and to have you as my guest. Always, it is always a pleasure to have you as my guest, and I greatly appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do me a favor, go ahead and share. Share if you're on Facebook. Go ahead and share, and if you can text and get others on here, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic if you could get others on here to listen, to join into the show. Hey, listen, especially get some men on here. Get some men on here. I am going to talk to the men today. Today is my happy Father's Day because I would not be on Sunday, but today is my happy Father's Day show. I want to just say happy Father's Day to the men. One of the things I am appreciative of the men who are in our life, the men who are fathers. So I'm going to give homage to them today. But in the meantime, right before I get into the show, I would like for you, if you would be so kind, and go ahead and share, as I asked. If you go ahead and share and text and email, get some other ones on here, get some fathers on here. We're going to, I'm going to empower and speak to some fathers today. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell them how wonderful they are and how much we appreciate them. We really do. And I know some women, we'll get into that in a few minutes, but y'all go ahead, okay? Do that, and y'all know today is a beautiful day. It's just good to be alive. It's good to be alive. So many people are dealing with so many issues, and we're praying for everybody. We're praying for everybody because, man, life is lifing, but God is guiding. How about that? God is doing his thing like he does. He is God. He is God, and beside him, there is no other. He's the only true and living God. And so we are excited about that. But I want you all to go ahead and get others on here. Text as many men as you can to join them today. And I'm going to represent women from everywhere. I'm going to represent women from everywhere just to tell them how much we believe in them and thank God for them. That's what I want to do today. That's exactly what I want to do today. Right before Father's Day, we're going to build them up so big and strong, just like they are, just like what they add to our life. And so we're going to do that. Again, thank you all so very much for tuning in. And before I go anywhere, I want to say hello to my mama. Mama, just love you. Thank God so very much for you. Thank you, Tanya, for always having her to listen and tune in to this show. And Mama, I just appreciate you so much. I'm going to see you soon. I'm going to see you real soon. I sure am. I'm going to see you real soon. But I just want to say I love you. Thank you for everything you do. Even right now, everything you do for me, the family, your presence mean a whole lot. And I just thank God for you. I really do. And I think I've been telling you that ever since I can talk. My Uncle Skip said I just used to sit there and stare at you. And you said, Judy, why are you staring at me? And I would say because I got a good mama. And he said I started saying that around by age 3. I got a good mama. And guess what? I am 66 years old and I am still saying that. So what's that? 63 years of my life. I've been saying I got a good mama because I do. Thank you for every whooping. Yep, you whooped me for every whooping, and yep, with a extension cord and everything. So, and y'all, I turned out all right. I think that we're going to talk about that later, not today. I think that's what some of the children are missing. Parents won't discipline these children and give them no structure. And I'm not just talking about always whooping either. But sometimes you have to do that because that's what the Bible say. But I'm not just talking about that, okay? But I thank my mother for everything my mom has done. I am because she is. I really am. My husband said my husband said that I'm just like her. Priscilla say more and more like Irma. They all shake their head because they say I'm going to do that. But anyway, it is what it is, right? I am Irma Jean Hunter Wesley Jr. That's what you want to say. And so, Mama, I love you. Tanya, y'all, thank y'all for bringing her on and having her to listen to this show. And to my amazing husband, thank you so very much, Jared. Greatly appreciate you. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. I have to laugh at Priscilla. Uh, but every day I love you, sweetheart. I want to thank you for being an awesome husband. I was sharing with someone yesterday that you are not a man who is intimidated by me or anybody. And the way you pour into me as your wife, the way you pour into me as your wife is phenomenal. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you because I am who I am because of you. You have helped me to become a greater woman. I thank you. I thank you for telling truth. Thank you for telling truth. Sometimes we have people that won't tell truth. You know, sometimes you have to say, hey, you can handle that a little better, or hey, you were wrong. You could have done this or done that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Some of us don't want people to tell us that, and to tell you, hey, you at fault or something like that. But then also celebrate you. My husband is a celebratory. He celebrate me, and I want to thank him so very much. Priscilla, I want to thank you for all that you do, everything that you do. He's so sweet. I want to thank you, Priscilla, for everything that you do, everything for this show, for our church, for me individually, just helping us to produce and market good material. I want to thank you so very much. Minister Howard, I thank you for always affording an opportunity for those who would to join. And to all of those of you who listening, thank you, thank you, thank. Hey, would y'all do me a favor? Would y'all share this on your show? I mean, on your page? Would you share this for me? I would have greatly appreciated if you would share it. That would mean a lot to me. Okay, so I want to go ahead and get into the show. I have a few more minutes left, but I want to really get into it. Today I am celebrating fathers. I am celebrating fathers. The Real Talk with Judy live radio show is celebrating fathers. I'm celebrating the biological fathers because no matter how you feel, if it wasn't for the biological fathers, there would be no you. All right, because you were in that father, you were in that father that brought you here. You was in there. So I thank God for the biological fathers because they brought you here. They brought you here. And I know sometimes, and I can feel it now. People are gonna look at this and say, "Yeah, but he ain't there. He ain't do this and he ain't do that." And what I'm learning, or what I have learned, there's a whole lot of circumstances. Not making any excuses, but there's a whole lot of circumstances, so forth and so on. But we thank you, biological father, for bringing them in. Then you really have some real good fathers. I mean, some real. We're gonna look. That's some of the things I want to look at today. Is what make a good father, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm going to base a lot of it off of my relationship with my father, who's no longer here. My father was father extraordinaire. He was extraordinary to us. He and my mom individually and together, spent time with each one of us. With each one of us, they spent time because every last one of us. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Pastor Joseph Davis, awesome, awesome, awesome spiritual father and father. Um, my father, my biological father, I didn't have to want for another man to come to show me fatherhood because my dad did a good job, and my dad did a great job with us. And so we're going to talk about all of that, okay? So we got our biological father, we got our step-in fathers. I don't call them stepfathers. I call them step-in fathers. Those are the fathers who stepped in to the child's life, uh, either because the biological father wasn't there, or the parents got a divorce, or they didn't get married or whatever, and maybe for whatever reason he wasn't a significant player in the child life. So we have the step in fathers. We have that's those step in fathers, those fathers who stepped in and raised those children, became a part of those children's life like they were their own. To me, step in parents, one of the greatest things you can do to a child that you have stepped into their life is to treat them as your own. Treat them like you birthed them. Treat them like they came out of your loin. And if you do it correctly, hear me, I know what I'm talking about. If you do it correctly, there will be no separation of the heart. They will see you as that stepped in parent. Okay, then you have godfathers. Godfathers are those, I know a lot of time parents sometimes choose godparents because they have money and all of that kind of thing. This is my suggestion. Choose godparents. You see the word God, God, godfathers and godparents who would be a spiritual influence on your child. Those godparents, God forbid, but if something was to happen to the biological parents, the godparents, once it goes into law, the godparents should be able to step in and provide for those children, to help raise those children. So, parents, it is a good thing to have your godparents, the godparents of your children, to have some say into your children's life. And I promise you, if you do it right, that child will grow up loving those godparents as they love you, but not in the same way. My goddaughter Cameron, I love this. We were together a whole lot when she was here in the city. Growing up, we were together all the time. And people would, when we would come across people, they would say things like, Pastor Judy, Dr. Judy, is that your daughter? I didn't answer. Cameron answered. Cameron said, no, she's not my mother. She's my godmother. So she loved me, but she knew was as good and as close a relationship we had, it had no bearing on her relationship with her mother because she loved her mother and her mother was there. You understand what I'm saying? Same thing she did with with her father, with her goddaddy. It was God father, not her daddy. So that was, and grandfathers, we know grandfathers are the paternal or maternal a male figure. And then you got the spiritual fathers. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Cindy. Cindy has been, excuse me, all across over there in Spain and different places. Thank you for giving my book, giving people that opportunity to purchase my book. I thank you, Cindy, so very much. And she didn't have to do that. She was on vacation. Same thing. And there's Tanya saying, these are my sisters. Same things with Tanya, man. We are a promoter of each other. We really are. We value that relationship. And y'all know what y'all know how we started that? With my parents. With my parents. My dad was a very present dad. He was a very present dad. He was there. Then we have uncle fathers. We have some uncles who had to step in as fathers. And I mean, really step in and be there, be that male role model to the children. And can I say this? Not just the boy child need father figure, the girl child need fathers as well. The girls need to be having influence from their father. The girls need it. Father, you teach your girls what type of man to have in their life. So if you're an abusive father, what you're saying to your daughter is it is okay for a man to come, for you to have a man to beat you like I beat your mama. That's what you're saying. But Father, when you are loving and you're kind and you're respectful to your wife or to their mother, let me tell you something. You teach that young girl how to receive a gentleman in her life. And Father, that too is your responsibility. Teach your sons how to be gentlemen to women. Teach your son, but you yourself have to. There are some wonderful, wonderful, awesome men in this world. There really are. There on my flyer, all of those men. My dad is up there. My dad is up there, and he's no longer here. My dad is up there. I left out my father-in-law, but my dad is up here, my brother, and all of my sister's husband. Because one of the things that we have some loving, supportive, encouraging husbands. We really do. They care. They are a part of our family just as we are part of theirs. But those men in our life did not have to choose that. They could have done whatever. Now they were married to the Wesley girls, so that's a whole different load right there. My dad taught us not to allow this and not to allow that. He taught us that. And then my dad sat down with every last one of our husbands and told them what they were and were not going to do, what he expected of them when they're with us, when they're married to us. And he told them this: if you ever think you need to hit her, send her home. If you ever want to hit her, if you ever want to treat her less than royalty, send them home. And it's not always about buying. Some women think men are good because they buy, they buy, they buy, they buy. And that's not what it's about. That's not what it's about. Sometimes you'll go broke trying to do no. I'm gonna get into that, but you got the uncle father, you got the brother fathers. You have some brothers who have had to step in as the father figure for their siblings. They had to step in and be that father, to be that protector, to be that guidance, to be all of those kind of things. Then you had coaches. You got coaches. You have some coaches who are able to become role models and father figures to these boys and girls. Then you have teachers and those who are like fathers. Okay, so to all the fathers out there, this is what I want you to know. I want you to hear this from me, from my heart. So whether you're a biological father, a step in father, grandfather, godfather, brother father, uncle father, coach, a spiritual father, I want you to understand this, man. You are seen. We see you. We see what you're doing. We see the sacrifices. We see the dedication. We see the commitment. We see the fun that you bring. I mean, we got some funny men, man. Some of these men can make you laugh so hard, you know. But men, we see you, and I want you to know you are valued. You are valued. There is not a price tag that we can put on you to say you're worth $1 million. There is no monetary price that we can put on you, and your impact is immeasurable. And I want you to know that what you give and what you do is immeasurable. We can't measure it, but I want you to know, and I believe I'm speaking for thousands of women everywhere, that you all are seen, you are valued, and your impact is immeasurable. Man, with my husband, when we first got married, my husband told me I love you about, I don't know, 3, 4 times a day. I used to work in Quincy, and he would call there before I got there. And they said my husband thought I was fooling around in the morning time. So he called because he thought I was fooling around with somebody early in the morning. And he said, no, I just want to make sure you arrive. You know, Quincy is about what, 25 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 to 25-minute drive from Tallahassee. I drove there for about 20 years, y'all, because that's where I worked. I used to work at Bond too. They created the superintendent of school at that time. They created, and Mr. Bill, forgot his name, the principal, he created a job for me. And you know what that job was? And I worked with so many students in Tallahassee, so many students. And they, when I see them now, they still say, thank you. Tanika Ford was one of them. She and her family, I worked with her mom, Mother Wanda, but he just created a job for me. And the job was every child that had a hard time in school, they became mine. And they would come and we would sit and we would talk and I would speak life into those children. Mr. Bill Johnson, William Johnson, he was the principal at at Bond Elementary School at that time. I worked at Bond for 5 years. 5 years I worked at Bond Elementary School, you know, and the reason was to make it work. My husband would call me at Bond on his break just to say I love you, just to tell me how much. Listen, that you have to say thank you, y'all. And here we are. Here we are, 40, we'll be 44 years in marriage in October, and he's still doing the exact same thing. He's still doing the exact same thing, you know, because, and I value that. I value that. I don't take that for granted. He's making an impact in my life. But guess what, y'all? He does a whole lot for the men and women that life changers, our godchildren, the people who come in contact with, the people at his job. He does all of that with them. Why? Because he is a father. Our daughter died back in 1988. We had the honor of having her in our life for a very short period of time. For a very short period of time. But when our baby died, do y'all not know that man gave me so much love and care? I mean, he was there. It was like he did not want me to hurt at all. He was there. Money can't buy that. Money cannot buy that. Money cannot buy that. These men sometimes they don't have money, sisters, to buy a Louis Vuitton every day. Some men do, some men don't. But if they celebrate you in any kind of way, thank them. If they're there, I believe the heart of most fathers is to give their families the best that they have. I believe that with all my heart. I believe that the heart of most fathers is to show you love, not just by the things they buy you, but there's a feeling you can get from a father that is priceless. I was and I still am. I was a daddy's mama child. I'm a parent child, but my dad. I would talk to my dad. When my dad was alive, I would talk to my dad about 2 times a day. I talked to my mom about 3, 4, 5 times a day. But I would talk with my dad. My dad taught me how. My dad said, Judy, always respect the position, even if you don't respect if you lose trust and respect for a person, honor the position. My dad taught me that. My dad taught me that. My mom and dad, good as our husbands are, all of my sisters, all of the girls, all 6 of us have wonderful husbands. My mama told us, don't ever depend totally on their money. Always keep you some money. Sisters, keep you some money. Keep you some money. Somewhere. Keep you some money. All right? Because they might not see the necessity and you getting another wig, some more weave or whatever. They just gave you $400. Then when I turn around, go buy your own. Okay? It ain't no, you don't have to fight about it. You don't have to fight about it. Okay? And I want you to understand, fathers, in a world that sometimes overemphasizes one parent role, we want to shine a bright light on the incredible, often understated contribution you make every single life. I mean, every single day in our lives. You are incredible. You're sometimes often understated, but your contribution you make every single day is priceless. And we want to thank you. We want to thank you. You are more than just providers. Hear me, fathers. You are more than just providers. You are pillars of strength and sources of unwavering support. Where am I getting this from? That's how my father did. That's how my husband is. Man, my father-in-law, that man came into our life and he would talk with me, we would laugh, and there was nothing that I could ask for that he wouldn't do. It wasn't, because one of the things about it, I honor and I respect men, all men, but fathers, my Lord, any of those roles that I listed, any of those roles, biological fathers, God fathers, step in fathers, spiritual fathers. Okay, then the Bible said this: we have not many fathers, and sometimes that's because the children don't want to be disciplined. The children don't want to listen. Bishop Kenneth Barrington told us, don't call anybody your spiritual sons and daughters that they won't allow you to correct or discipline them. Those are not your spiritual sons and daughters. And if they don't call you a spiritual mom, don't you call them a spiritual daughter. But Father, listen, you're the ones who teach resilience by showing up even when tired. Even when you're tired. Man, we got some good, I'm looking at these fathers. Let me talk about the ones in Tallahassee. I'm looking at you working and providing for your children. And I know you all are tired. But when I look on Facebook or I see you out in public and you're with your children, your wife and your children, man, that says so much for me. And I know some of y'all are tired because you work hard. I see the work. But I also see you playing with your children. I see you playing with them. Some of you, I see you showing up at their football games and or see you out in the street at restaurants eating and talking with your children. Now, some of you, I see the whole family on the phone. Okay. But some of you, you don't even have phone. You are sitting there listening. You're looking. You're talking. You're having fun with each other. I want to thank you. Fathers, you instill a certain courage, a certain courage by encouraging that first bike ride without training wheels, you know? And sometimes the fathers are braver than the women because y'all will teach us how to drive even on the street. And y'all know we can't drive, but you get in the car with us and allow us to drive. You get in the car with your children and allow them to drive. I've seen this. I've seen this. You're the loudest one cheering from the sideline. Then you go to a football game with Doug Waddell. Lord have mercy. He was cheering for his children. You hear him. He's one of the loudest. I've seen you fathers at T-ball, even little flag football. I go out there with some of the kids at our church and I see these fathers out. And you know what? That's a beautiful thing. On a Saturday morning, 8 o'clock, 8:30, 10 o'clock, seeing you fathers out there, seeing the fathers out there at T-ball, soccer, flag football, okay? Even seeing seeing the fathers out there where the daughters are cheering, seeing all those men out there. Y'all should go out there sometime at Tom Brown Park or Florida High, the park over there, or all these different, and see those men, yeah, early in the morning. I mean, you're showing your children to show up with strength. Show up. Make it happen. Okay, you're building character. You're showing that they got a daddy who's gonna cheer for them. They got a mama. In the world, I was looking this up, but they expect, and Mother's Day is celebrated for longer than um, Father's Day, because actually Mother's Day was established, celebrating the mothers was established long time ago. Celebrating fathers just started in 1974. 1974 is when they start celebrating fathers. Okay, sometimes fathers get a bad break, but I want you to know what it's really like. So when you're feeling down and you're feeling whatever, I want you to know that there are people, there are women, there are other men who believe that you are absolutely phenomenal, that you are valued, that you are worth every word that comes forward. You build character through shared projects in the garage. When you're having those late night talks about tough decisions. Fathers, hear me. If you can be present, if you would give your sons and your daughters instruction, if you would be there, they wouldn't have to turn to the street so much. They want to hear their dad. They want to see you. They want you to come in. It's something when mama say, "Oh, Judy, oh, Tanya, Cindy, Robin, Carolyn." It's something when mama said, you made me proud. Oh, that was good. But when dad come in too, oh, that was really good. Oh, Judy. Oh, man, something happens. So dad, when you show up, when they look in the field and you're there, when they look out and you're there, and can I tell you this? Fathers, if you're there, when you're there, be there. And let me tell you this, and in time that you are unable to be there because you have to work or really can't get out of it, do you not know they know your heart? They know your heart and know that if there was any way possible, you would have been there. They know that because you have given that to them when things are going good. Be there. You're leading by example with integrity and kindness. That's where they learn it from. They learn that from you. They learn that from you. Your unique present foster eccentric growth in your children. There's something about you, brothers, fathers. Listen, whatever role you are, be there. I see parents arguing. When I get child support, should I help with birthday? It's your child. I pay child support, and you should. But birthday, you're doing it for the child. Hear me. When you're showing up to that birthday party, when you're showing up to their recital, when you're showing up when they're in the band, when you're showing up when they're in the debate team, when you show up to the hospital, when you show up and sit in the yard, that is priceless. When you sit and watch a movie, when you're on the computer with your child, find out what they like and make it happen. Some of the children are gamers. Okay, they're not going to be in the yard like we used to be. That's a given fact. So learn how to do at least the very basic on the computer, or listen to this. I want to help you right here. Ask your child how to do what they know how to do because you don't know how to do it. And then let them do that. Oh man, that is good. That is good. I heard the preacher, the apostle the other night at Truth Gatherers. He has 5 girls. 5 girls. He has 5 girls. And he said that they wanted to play makeup with him. This is what he told us the other night. And they wanted to play makeup with him because he spent time with his little girls. He has young girls. And guess what he let them do, y'all? He let them put fingernail polish on him. They put makeup. He got 5 girls. They put makeup on his face. They put fingernail polish on. And he said he had no problem with who he is. He's a real man. But he said he allowed his girls to do that. He allowed his girls to do that. I see my husband, when my godchildren was younger, he would allow them to do this and do that with him. He would play with them. He would sit there and play. He and Cameron learned chess. He and some of the other godchildren, they sat there and they talk about life and they talk about this. They ask him questions. See all of my brothers playing with their children, laughing and talking, making fun, having fun. Because that's what it's about. You don't ever underestimate, fathers, how valuable that is. How valuable that is. Sometimes putting $50 in your kid's hand, sometimes a $10, sometimes a $25. Even if they live in the house with you, it may still be at home. Just doing that, these are things that had an indelible impression upon me as a child. My dad would put money in our hands. And it wasn't a whole lot, but he gave us money every weekend, every single weekend, because we were going out to dinner. It was nothing like going out to dinner and having your own money, going out with your friends and having $10 or $15 without them asking for it. Without them asking for it. Before my father passed, we're growing. That's why I wanted my infinity. My dad got that infinity for me. My dad got my infinity. It was my dad who got that. And so parents, fathers, when you're showing up, when you're there, it makes all the difference in the world. It is, Ms. Costa, it is so important. Your involvement with your children is distinct and vital. You help them see the world through a different lens. Men and women see things differently. We just do. It don't make one wrong or one right. It's just that we see things differently. We handle things differently. But fathers, when you show up, you help them see the world through a different lens. There is nothing I don't think I can do. Nothing. But my father taught me, if I fail, get up. If I make a mistake, own it. My dad told us, don't be afraid to own your mistake. He said, you're gonna make mistakes in life. You call it life. You're gonna mess up in life. And good fathers are there to help their child maneuver through the mistakes. Because you made them. You ain't always did everything right. And you share that. Be transparent and honest with your children. And fathers, not just your boys, your girls too. You are a father to everybody. Okay? Encourage healthy risk taking. Yeah, and independent thought. Teach them to think independently of everybody. Teach these boys, these girls, teach them how to think. Teach them that. Carolyn sending me hugs. Thank you, boo. Do that. Let them see you angry and how you can handle that. Here we go again, Father. Teach your sons and daughters to love God. Take them to church. Take them to church. Take them to church, fathers. Go with them. Take them to church. Love your children. All fathers. Biological grandfathers, and I want to say, women, allow these men to be fathers in the way they know how. But fathers, be there. One of the worst things you can do, women, to keep a man away from his children. Oh, help him solve problem. And sometimes, fathers, you are the one who often carry burdens quietly. You carry it quietly. But we see you. We see what you're doing. You're valued. I want you to know. I want you to know this. Y'all share this. I want these men to hear this. You're working tirelessly to ensure security, stability, and opportunity. Your sacrifices, big and small, are not overlooked. We see you. Your children see you. Your children see what you're doing. Spiritual fathers, godfathers, grandfathers, uncle fathers, brother father, coaches, teachers, biological fathers. And biological fathers, you have the greatest of all responsibility because you brought that child in the world. And it wasn't a mistake. There is no mistake. If you lay down and have sex, there is a 50-50 chance that girl gonna get pregnant. And who is the father? You. So biological father, take care. You have the greatest of the responsibility. We see the late nights, the missed opportunities for yourself. We've seen that. I've seen that. I've seen that through my husband, through my father, through my brothers. Every brother of mine that you see on those flyers, I have them on there because I have the highest respect for every last one of them. And they all are different, but they love us. And they love my mama. You love my mama, you almost got me. You pretty much got me. You love my mama. And Ms. Coach, the ladies, please let them be a part of their kids' life. If they want to show up, don't block them. Please. Please don't block them. Don't block them. If they want to show up, let them show up. Okay? And then talk to them. And you don't have to tell, okay, this is not where I really want to go. You don't have to tell the children that their dad bad or their dad this. Whatever their dad is, whether it's the biological father, the grandfather, the godfather, all of those fathers, whatever he is, they'll see it. They'll see it. But I honestly believe in my heart, I do now, I do. I believe that the majority of these fathers have within their heart to love their children. I just believe that. I believe that with all my heart. Okay. And so you offer a safe harbor in storms, a listening ear without judgment. That's you, Father. You are teaching your children what it means to be a good person, a responsible individual, a loving human being. So to every dad, stepdad, grandfather, uncle, brother, coach, or any man who has stepped into that vital father-like role, thank you. I just want to say thank you. I know we probably have some people, you don't have to do it. No, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your love, your dedication, your wisdom, and your unwavering commitment. You are shaping generation, and your positive influence echoes far beyond the walls of your home. Keep being the incredible fathers you are. And why should we celebrate fathers right now? Why should we celebrate fathers? Number one, your unique contribution to the child development, emotional security, and resilience. A lot of times fathers have to bounce back harder than we do. They do. They really do. You're better, and most fathers are better equipped to handle stress and frustration and less likely to experience depression or anxiety. Even though they're now in 2025, they're saying that men are more depressed than women. And that's a whole nother thing. Father, to hear you laugh with your child, oh my God, it is nothing like that male voice laughing with his child. It's nothing like it. I'm here to tell you. It's not. I love to hear men laughing and playing with their children. I can sit there and watch that forever. When men come to our daycare and get their children, when men are dropping their children off, oh man, I love. Now I'm not taking anything away from mothers. Mothers, I celebrated your Mother's Day, but I'm celebrating all fathers. There's something about the stimulation of a father laughter. And I see those kids running and saying, "Daddy." like they ain't see him that morning. Daddy, it's just something about it. I miss my dad, man. I do. I miss my dad. Okay, we could have the craziest conversation. My dad would laugh with me. So my father-in-law, they would laugh with me. So fathers, I just want you to know, uh, you encourage your children to take calculated risks, pushing them far beyond their comfort zone. So fathers, you are important. That's why we celebrate you. And fathers, when you are involved, it reduces the stress off the mother. Financially, while not the only role, father often attributed to the family financial stability. And a lot of fathers, they're talking about mothers will work too, John. Let me tell you about a good father. That good father will work. That good father will work to make sure. I might not be able to give you extra. Might not. Listen, some of these kids are too spoiled. You got them wearing all these name brands and know good and well you can't pay the rent. That don't make you a good father. Pay the rent. Pay the rent. Take them to Kmart or Walmart or wherever, Target. We walk in the place, right? Take them and buy them some good shoes and help them take care of the shoe. Or get ready for family worship and praise and let them get a brand new pair of Jordan or something. But get those kids, keep them clean. Father, show your boys, show your guys how to dress up. Show them how men look. You don't need a father wearing your pants all the way down to your ankle. No, pull your pants up and teach your boys to wear their pants up. Teach your girls the proper attire for wearing their pants up. Yeah, teach them things. Teach them that. Teach them that. Okay, show your children all of that. Fathers, they're looking at you. They're looking at you. Okay, I'm getting ready. Excuse me. I'm getting ready about to get ready to get out of here. But Father, you're absolutely phenomenal. Active participation. This is and there's some things that Father want from you, children. There's some things they want from you. Quality time and engagement. They want that from you. Presence and interest. They want that from you. No matter no matter how old you get, these fathers want something. Call them and tell them how much you love them sometime. Just call and tell them thank you. Just call and acknowledge them for just making a great impact on your life. Hug them sometime. Send them a card. Drop them a quarter. Just be kind to your fathers. Now be kind to your fathers. Your love make a difference. Strong, steady, your dedication. You're raising incredible children. Your guidance. Your patient. Your fantastic role model. And I want you to understand your children. Y'all hear me, fathers. Every father that's listening to me. Your children are blessed to have you all as a father. And some of you may be saying, I ain't do all that stuff Pastor Judy talking about. Start. Your strength, let me tell you, I can be anywhere with the sisters and everything. I'm fine. I don't care if a man is with me. For some reason I feel safe. I just feel safe. I really do. I feel safe. I just feel, and they probably scared as me, but I feel safe. They probably so scared, but I do feel safe. I don't know what it is. And fathers, I want you to know you're the rock of the family. You're the rock of the family. You really are. And you're being there and you're being a good father, not comparing yourself to anybody. Some fathers can buy more material things, and buying don't make you a good father. Being there does. Because some children want your presence more than they want your gift. I'm not, I like gifts and stuff, but that's not my favorite part. My favorite part is when you make sacrifices and you're there with me and you show me all this. That's more important to me. Cut me off a few dollars here and there. That's more important. But I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. But I just want you to know I greatly appreciate you all. Okay. Thank you for being you. And I want you to understand you are a cherished part of your children's life. You are making a profound impact. You're truly appreciated. You're a source of strength and comfort. Your encouragement builds confidence. Parent, I want you to hear me. You are a problem solver and a protector. You are creating a legacy of love. And your sense of humor, whether it's dry or really funny, it makes a difference. And fathers, I want you to understand you are investing in the future. You're investing in the future. So as I close this, I want to say to every father, thank you. All the fathers, grandfathers, stepfathers, uncle, mentors, and any man who has stepped into that vital role, your presence, your effort, and your love truly make a world of difference. You are the silent anchors, the playful giants, the patient teachers, and the unwavering supporters. You carry immense responsibility, often with quiet determination, shaping not just individual lives, but the very fabric of our community. The lesson you impart, the values you uphold, and the memories you create become the bedrock upon which your children build their lives. We know that fatherhood isn't always easy. There are challenges, doubts, and moments of exhaustion. But through it all, your commitment shines through. Whether it's showing up for a school play, teaching a life skill, offering a listening ear, or simply being a strong, reassuring presence, your contributions are invaluable. So, as we close this show, I want you to know that you are making an incredible impact to fathers. Let this be a very powerful reminder. You are cherished, you are essential, and your unique brand of love is truly irreplaceable. So thank you, fathers, for being wonderful fathers. And from Judy, from Dr. Judy Mandrell of the Real Talk with Judy live radio show, I want to tell you, happy Father's Day. We celebrate you, and that's Real Talk.
Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy